When you really want something, when you know that something is meant for you, it belongs to you. I'm not talking about anything toxic. I'm not talking about your narcissistic ex, for example, because you are way better off without them. I'm talking about something genuine that's meant for you, like your child or your pet or a loved one, a soulmate partner, healthy relationships, financial abundance, good luck and fortune, God's love, the love of Jesus Christ, Holy Spirit, and God and the universe, the love from your guardian angels, archangels, the love from your past loved ones who are watching over you and only wants the best for you. I'm talking about good things, miracles, and blessings that belong to you. So, when it comes to these things, you cannot just give up. So even if you are dealing with a legal battle regarding the custody of your children right now, or whatever the situation, the struggles, the problems are that you're dealing with right now, you just have to keep reminding yourself that this too shall pass. And that there is better coming. Even sooner than you might even expect. The more you are open to miracles and solutions and blessings, the more you pray, the more you trust yourself, you trust God, you just open up to all of that goodness, that love and healing. You will be attracting and creating and manifesting it even more in your life when you give God the chance to help you. There are so many people who die in this world by suicide because they are too depressed, too alone, too lonely, too powerless. They feel too weak, or whatever they are feeling there. They are giving in to devil and its demons when they are whispering. They are whispering to that person's ear that you should kill yourself or something. They're whispering lies, they're telling lies to that person, and that person has lost their faith. Well, that's of course natural to happen if you've been just dealing with too much. That could have happened to me. It's been so close that it didn't happen to me. Ever since I was a child, a teenager, a young adult. So I know how painful it can be. But that is really not how it's supposed to be. Once I watched this documentary on Netflix about this girl who was taken from her family and then her mother killed herself. So I'm not amazed at all that her mother killed herself because the pain was too much for her to bear. Of course, I wish that she would have saved her own life and she would have had faith that she's going to get her daughter back. And it was so saddening to even watch that and feel the pain and the pain of the girl, because now her mother was dead and she would never get her back. So this just came to me right now that it's not worth it. So the next time you can notice that if something evil is trying to whisper in your ear, tell you that something is impossible, that you cannot have what you deserve and want in this life, that you cannot have the good things, that they're trying to take your faith away from you. Faith in God, faith in yourself, faith in the universe, faith in what's supposed to be. So this is very toxic and very unhealthy energy, and you just have to protect yourself. So no matter what you feel, how angry or whatever you're feeling at that moment, sadness or whatever it is, you just have to once again just let it come to the surface and then be releasing it again, breathing into the pain. Because again, you have to allow your feelings to come, whatever they are, however painful or negative they are, you have to allow them. because they're supposed to come to the surface. You're not supposed to be hiding from them in any way, because if you do hide from them and suppress them, you are suppressing your soul, your authenticity, and everything that you are, and you will be more of an easy target for the evil forces, for demons, for devil to attack you. Because if you're not in your authentic energy fully, you're not fully in your own power, you're not fully being yourself. So they can immediately sense that and try to attack you again. So you have to feel what you feel. But yeah, so you cannot be giving up on what matters to you, what you know that belongs to you, what God has meant for you, what God has in store for you in this life. And you know it. You always know it deep down, what is right and what is wrong, and who is meant for you, who's not meant for you. When you really think about it and see the big picture of things, when you know that something is good for you, someone is healthy for you, and for example, what is precious to you, so those things are important, they matter, and you are a good person. So don't lose faith in yourself either, because people can say many things that are not true, and they can come from the devil energy, and they can be toxic. So those are not serving you. You have to stay in your own truth, in your own lane, on your own track of life that is meant for you by God. Not be inviting demons into your life. And if you are inviting demons into your life, you will notice it. And you can pray about it. You can command them to leave. And trust that Jesus, the Holy Spirit, and God will come through to you. They will come to help you and remove those from your life. But for example, if you are dealing with a legal case right now, I know that God will come through and bring you victory. Just pray about it. Just believe in it, that victory is yours, and it will happen. And have the winner mindset. Cultivate the inner peace and healing, self-love, self-care, and know that things will work out. Trust that things will work out. The enemy will always try to talk you out of the things that matter to you, even that you know deep down that it's wrong. But that's just how the enemy works. And first it will attack your faith in yourself and in God and in life, that you get scared, like you cannot trust anything. And maybe you've been through this enough. I know I have. Ever since I've been a child. So I'm really done being afraid or ashamed or anything like that. And I'm sure that you are too. So have your faith. Hold on to what matters. And also, you want to keep in mind that when you have the winner mindset, you can say out loud or in your mind to yourself, I don't care. If somebody tells you that this is impossible, that this cannot be done, you can think to yourself or say out loud, I don't care. I'm getting what I want. I don't care what you say. I don't care what you think. You don't live my life. I live my life. I get to be in charge, and I can pray about it, and God is on my side, and I can trust that things are working out in the best way possible for me soon. And of course, the more you pray, the more you affirm this and feel this, the more you are creating it also and attracting it and manifesting it in your life. And I bet that they would not give up either if it was about their life. But usually it seems like people don't know how to put themselves in another person's situation. That people lack the empathy and the compassion, the understanding of, first of all, understanding a sensitive empath, highly sensitive being, but also they don't understand what an earth angel is or what a starseed is. They don't understand what a God's chosen one is. They don't understand anything about you and your life, about your story. So no matter what you tell them, you can tell your whole life story to them, but they will still come from that wrong kind of energy, that they just cannot put themselves into your place. They cannot empathize with you and your situation, and it's not your problem. So I hope that you can remember that whatever the situation right now for you is, there's always hope. There's always a way out. With God, everything is possible. Nothing is impossible with God. So we have to keep on remembering those facts and keeping them in our hearts, in our souls, and know that we are taken care of and loved. No matter what happens, we can be safe and aligned with God, to be our authentic selves and live our lives. And then you also should remember to be proud of yourself. Be proud of everything that you have overcome. You're still here, living and breathing, watching this video. You're still feeling and thinking. You're still alive. You are blessed by God. So whatever happened to you, it did not kill you. You're still here. So do not give up. If you're considering killing yourself, don't do that. Rather, book a session with me and we can talk about the issues and the troubles, the problems, the struggles, whatever you're going through, and I can help you to get through it all, because I'm here for that. And I also have my freebies and, for example, my self-help book that will also help you through this. From my personal experiences, what I went through by myself, you know, when I didn't have the right kind of help from other people. One of the things that has hurt me the most, among also opening up to the wrong people who betrayed my trust and made my trauma even worse, that was one thing. But then another thing was that when these people basically just turned their backs on me straight up, and I felt that something was off, and well, of course, I did not really know what was going on, so that was also very painful. But also the fact that they did not have that empathy and compassion towards me. They could not understand and, you know, relate what I was going through, even if I tried to explain it to them. And they would say things like, oh, you should go to therapy, when I was simply seeking someone to talk to or be friends with, or, you know, just communicate normally with, or to have a life partner, for example. Or they would say things like, oh, wow, you've been through that and you're still here. Oh, look at you, that you handled it by yourself. Because, you know, these kind of comments really are painful when you are really in pain. So it's, of course, very, very painful and difficult if on top of all of that trauma, you still have to support yourself by yourself, because the people around you cannot simply support you in any way, because they don't have the empathy or the compassion. They cannot relate to what you're going through. They simply are basically from another planet. So trying to communicate with people like that does not really go anywhere. So we do need like-minded people in our lives, like-minded support, and we deserve that also. So you deserve all the support. And if this happens, you can just remind yourself that you are doing a good job and things will move on. So don't end up killing yourself and ending your life for false reasons, because there are no good reasons why you should do that or why you should feel hopeless. They are just illusions sent by the devil and its demons. Those dark forces that try to get you down, try to get you to give up on life, on yourself, on your loved ones, on the things that matter to you. Because they would love nothing more that you would kill yourself and your life, give up, self-sabotage, you know. So don't give them that pleasure. Give yourself the pleasure and your loved ones the pleasure of loving yourself, taking care of yourself, and freeing yourself. This was just coming to me because so many times I've read and heard and watched these documentaries, read news, you know, whatever. No, I know about these cases when people have killed themselves. They have taken their lives. And I know that it's because the devil won. The demons won. And then people wonder, why did they do that? Well, of course, if they had not enough support in their lives, of course, it's easy when too much is too much. If you are under too much pressure and pain, it's no wonder. So it is just awful, but it is real.